In today's video, I will tell you everything we know so far about the upcoming PlayStation 5 and PlayStation VR 2. So every leaks, facts or rumors or stuff, you will learn everything now. My name is Voodoo. You can find everything about VR and AR thanks to my official Patreon sponsors Woodghost VR, Donkey Gamer, Opperman Events and Peter Wasmeier. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay, let's start with the PlayStation 5. These are a lot of facts, guys, but this is in a special order. You see, the upper facts are marked as green. These are official statements by Mark Cerny. This is the lead system architect for the PlayStation 4. He himself told that, the green ones are pretty official. Then the orange ones are patents. These are also very official patents, and the lower ones are only leaks and rumors. We have to be very careful here, but let's go through that. So the PlayStation 5 will be with a GPU and CPU of AMD, the Ryzen in the 3rd generation with 7 nanometers, Zen 2 8 core with 16 threads. This is a lot. This will be very fast, much faster than the PlayStation 4. This was announced by Mark Cerny. Also, he told that the PlayStation 5 will have ray tracing and 8K upscaling support. So if you will have a 8K TV later, the 4K signal is upscaled to 8K so that it looks better on your big TV. And also he told that it's very important for Sony that the sound is very good, so the atmosphere is better, so the sound will have a massive improvement compared to the PlayStation 4. Then they said that the PlayStation VR 1 will be compatible with the PlayStation 5. This is official confirmed, but there is a patent that says the PlayStation 5 will be compatible with all old PlayStation games, even from the PlayStation 1. This is awesome for people that want to play the retro games. Very, very cool, but this is only a patent. We have to be a little bit careful. Also, there's a patent by Sony that if you read that, you see that there will be no loading screens in the PlayStation 5 games anymore. How does this work? So if you have a very big world, open world like in Assassin's Creed, the whole world is separated into puzzle pieces and like a jigsaw and stuff. And the game predicts where the player will perhaps go and is preloading these pieces in the background. So if you go to this area, there will be no loading screens anymore. This is really cool. Then the next is a rumor. We have to be very careful. There is an official cooperation with Microsoft by Sony. This is very cool. And there is a chance that we can play PlayStation games, exclusive PlayStation games, on the Xbox via cloud gameplay for a small fee. This would be really, really awesome. The next one is a leak. So the leak was on Pastebin by a guy that says he is a small indie developer that worked for a big company for a PlayStation launch title for the PlayStation 5. And he is known that he is spreading true leaks and rumors. So yeah, this could be true, what we can read here. So he says, or he writes on Pastebin, that there will be a new DualShock controller with a camera, and the camera is for the PlayStation VR tracking. How that works, nobody knows, but this is very interesting. We will take a look as soon as this is out. And there will be a 2 terabyte solid state disk. This is very fast. Then 24 gigabyte GDDR6 RAM, and also additional 4 gigabyte DDR4 for the operating system. The release, he says, is November 2020, and this is very likely because I searched in the internet for some other rumors, and there's an analyst from Japan. He also says that it will be November 2020. So this is very likely expected to be true. Then the price, very interesting. The price, he says, is from $399 to $499. And Mark Cerny told us that he says that the PlayStation 5 will have good quality, and we have a related price to the good quality, to the additional features. That means, in my opinion, that it will be not very cheap. So I expect that it's from $499 to $599, and also expect that there will be a PlayStation 5 Pro later perhaps. Also in this leak there are several launch titles listed. So the first list is the exclusive titles only for the PlayStation 5. We have Gran Turismo 7, PlayerUnknown's Battleground Remastered, Last of Us 2 Remastered, Ghosts of Tsushima Remastered, and 3 additional AAA titles exclusive for the PlayStation 5. We have no idea what that is. We will see. Also, there's a list of non-exclusive launch titles. There is Battlefield Bad Company 3 listed, Harry Potter, Assassin's Creed, and Horizon 2. But this Horizon 2 will be released in 2021. The interesting thing here is that he also listed GTA 6. So this will be a launch title for PlayStation 5. And he also said that it will be only 1 month time exclusive. So expect that we only have to wait 4 weeks to even play it on the PC. This is awesome. So these are the facts and statements and patents and leaks from the PlayStation 5. Yeah, and the next thing is the PlayStation VR2. This is very interesting, especially for this channel, of course. And here it's the same. We have official statements, patents, and leaks. So the official statements come from Dominic Mallinson. He works in the PlayStation VR team by Sony, and so this is very official. So what did he say? So there are likely different models of the PlayStation VR2. So the first one should be a wireless one with an additional module, because Dominic Mallinson said that wireless will be pretty expensive and he don't want that everybody has to pay that. So there will be a standard version as well and a high-end version. So I have no idea what the difference will be there, but this is fact. The next one is eye tracking. He told about eye tracking. What is that? What can you do with that? The first one is foveated rendering. What does that mean? So if you look in the upper left corner, only this part of the picture will be rendered in full quality. Everything else will be worse quality, so that the performance is much improved and that you can even use higher and better graphics. That's awesome. Also, they want to implement auto IPD. That means the camera scans your eye lenses, the pupils, sorry, and then can measure the interpupillar distance, and then it will choose the perfect value for that. The next one is focus. That means that the game reacts on where you look. So for example, if you look in the lower right corner, then there will some user interface appear. Or if you focus your hand, then only your hand is sharp and the rest is not focused, like in like in reality. Very interesting. Then he told something about the release. So everybody expects that the PlayStation VR2 will be released at the same time than the PlayStation 5. This will be not the case, because he said they don't want to release everything at once. They want to give the people time. So first the PlayStation 5 and then the PlayStation VR2. So as we learned, the PlayStation 5 will be out in November 2020. So don't expect the PlayStation VR2 to be released before 2021. Also, he said that there will be new controllers, but he didn't tell anything about these controllers, only that there will be new ones. But there are patents about these controllers, and they say the controllers will have trigger feedback. So if you pull the trigger, there will be a little bit resistance so that it feels like you are shooting a real gun. Very cool. Also, there will be hand recognition, but it will be not as exact as with the index controllers. So no exact finger tracking, but like with the touch controllers. The controllers also recognize in which hand you hold the controllers, and then it will be changing the button alignment. Very interesting. So the button settings will be switched to the other hand. Also, there is a patent that there will be prescription lenses. This is very cool for people wearing glasses or contact lenses. So your PlayStation VR2 will be individual for you with prescription lenses. So this will be a custom PlayStation VR2. However, the patent also says that this will be very expensive. So perhaps this is the high-end headset. I don't know. This will only be in the high-end headset, perhaps. The next patent is about live events and watching friends. So if you sit in a stadium watching a football match or whatever, and you sit there in the crowd and you can watch the real live event with a virtual reality headset. This is totally awesome. And you can also jump into a gameplay of your friend as a guest with the PlayStation VR2. Wow, this is cool. Also, the next patent is for better tracking and less motion sickness. So there will be more sensors integrated into the headset, like a gyro sensor or acceleration sensor. Very good for people that experience motion sickness. This will be less. I hope so. Then the last patent I found is that the PlayStation VR2 will have inside-out tracking. So the tracking is with cameras, like with the Windows Mixed Reality headset, the Samsung Odyssey. So it will have 2 or more cameras and scan the environment, and from this scans, it knows the position in the room. So you don't need any external sensors. Very cool. The last 4 facts are only leaks, guys, from the same guy that leaked the PlayStation 5. So be careful with that. It could be wrong, but it could also be right. So he says the resolution will be 2560 by 2440 at 120 Hertz. So if this is true, that would be totally awesome. If you remember, the high-end PC headset Pimax 5K Plus also has the same resolution. So wow, this would be totally awesome. And it has even more hertz. So the Pimax has like 90 Hertz and this would be 120. Wow. But the next one, I don't believe the next one, to be honest. It says field of view will be 220. I don't believe this. So if you know the Vive Pro or the Rift has 110 degrees field of view, and this one is double. I don't believe this. This would be even better than the Starvia one. So perhaps this is a mistake. I don't know. But a lot of sources tell this. If this would be true, if this would be true, this would be a total blast. We will see. Also, he says the leak says that the wireless model will have 5 hours battery life. This is very much. This is even more than the TP cast from the Rift and the Vive. So that would be totally awesome. And the last leak I also don't believe. It says that the wireless version of the PlayStation VR2 will be $250. I don't believe this. When we see the first fact, the official fact from Dominic Mallinson, he told that he don't want to sell expensive wireless modules at for the first part. He doesn't want to be that the main part of the release of the PlayStation VR2. So I don't expect that this is true. Perhaps the $250 are the additional costs for the wireless add-on. I could believe that. For me, I think the PlayStation VR2 will be around $300 to $400 US. Yeah, guys, that was everything we know so far about the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation VR2. For me, it would be very interesting. Please write it in the comments below. What do you think? What patents will be will we see inside the PlayStation VR2 and the PlayStation 5, and what leaks are correct? Write it in the comments, or if you heard anything different or other facts, write it also in the comments. That would be awesome. If you want to support me, you can do this via channel membership or Patreon from only 99 cents per month. And if you don't want to spend money and also want to support me for free, then change your Amazon link to my link. You won't pay something extra on Amazon, but you will support me for free. That would be totally awesome. So if you liked the video, yeah, thumbs up and see you next time in virtual reality, guys. See ya.
VoodooDE